Support for this podcast comes from St. Alphonsus Sports Medicine, offering services for sports injury and recovery, with physicians and athletic trainers who provide treatment for fractures, dislocations, sprains, strains, and other sports-related issues. More information on services at stalphonsus.org. Love Boise State Public Radio podcasts? They are free to enjoy, but not free to produce. If you can give, your support helps keep shows like Idaho Matters and Scandalize available to everyone. Donate now at boisestatepublicradio.org.
From Boise State Public Radio, this is The Connector, Idaho's daily news. Good morning, I'm James Dawson. It's Wednesday, June 10th, and here are today's headlines. The Boise School District has settled a lawsuit brought by a teacher who says administrators ignored a significant mouse infestation for years. State officials have certified the results of last month's primary election, and a burn ban is now in effect for the City of Caldwell. Stay with us. On Tuesday, Boise City Council proposed a smaller property tax increase for next year's budget. Julie Lucetta has more.
In 2021, the state passed a law capping property tax revenue by 3% plus growth. Mayor Lauren McLean says that was the original plan for the upcoming 2027 budget. In May, the city proposed a 4% increase in property taxes for next year, including 1% foregone. But Tuesday, they lowered it to 2.7%. The mayor says this is because of unexpected revenue to the tune of $2.9 million.
The value of our new construction is higher than we expected, so we have more revenue coming in. The state opted not to take an increased percentage for our retirement fund, so we saved some money there.
Property taxes are the main source of revenue for cities. McLean says Boise also receives some income from sales and liquor taxes.
The general fund that provides public safety, parks, some public works, the things that make a city tick are all dependent on property tax.
The 2027 city budget will be adopted later this year. Julie Lucetta, Boise State Public Radio News.
The Boise School District has settled a lawsuit brought by a teacher who says administrators ignored a significant mouse infestation for years. Idaho Ed News reports the district paid Michelle Chung $720,000 in the agreement just weeks before the case was set for trial. Chung, who teaches at West Junior High, says she contracted Lyme disease 2 years ago and that it contributed to her needing a hysterectomy. Boise School District officials rejected the allegations in court documents, saying she was, quote, guilty of negligent and careless misconduct, end quote, related to her damages. District spokesperson Dan Holler said in a statement, the settlement was, quote, motivated by a desire to refocus resources on its core mission of educating and supporting students and staff, and to preserve a safe, stable learning environment. State officials have certified the results of last month's primary election. As the Idaho Capital Sun reports, the State Board of Canvassers accepted the outcomes of the election and made no changes yesterday afternoon. Overall, voter turnout increased compared to 2 years ago at 30.1%, with 312,140 total votes cast. More than 11,000 Idahoans registered to vote on Election Day. The state's random audit of counties found a handful of procedural issues in Owyhee County where 4 people's addresses weren't included in the poll book when they registered to vote. However, county officials verified their addresses, which were part of the area's rapid construction growth. A burn ban is in effect for the City of Caldwell after officials say they've responded to dozens of blazes so far this year. Caldwell Fire Department says conditions are extremely dry, and even a small spark can start a large wildfire. Its staff has had to deal with more than 40 fire-related incidents in 2026. The burn ban only applies within city limits. Fire officials have asked county commissioners to implement a similar ban in unincorporated areas, which is still being considered. Pregnancy-related deaths among Indigenous women is higher than any other ethnic group. The Mountain West News Bureau's Yvette Fernandez reports on efforts to address the issue.
The circle of life begins with the birth of a child.
The Center for Disease Control and Prevention's Hear Her campaign is expanding its outreach with messages supporting healthy pregnancies. The public service announcements online are meant for Indigenous women who face disproportionately higher pregnancy-related health challenges.
My name is Mona Nojakam, and I'm from Taos Pueblo, New Mexico.
Videos like these help Indigenous women trust their own concerns about their health. The campaign advises women to watch for potentially life-threatening warning signs like persistent headaches, excessive swelling, and trouble breathing, among other conditions, and to be prepared to seek help.
Trust yourself. You are the expert of yourself, of your body, of your experience.
Data shows the vast majority of maternal deaths occur after giving birth. Yvette Fernandez, the Mountain West News Bureau.
And Indigenous rock art can be found across our region. These petroglyphs are protected by law, but 6 sites in Wyoming's Bighorn Basin were recently vandalized. For the Mountain West News Bureau, Hannah Haberman has more.
The Bureau of Land Management is looking into the damage. At one site, a bonfire was lit below the rock art, causing cracking and discoloration. At that same spot, and several others, people scratched names and phrases onto and around the petroglyphs. Others were shot at with bullets. The BLM says that damage is irreversible. These kinds of sites are protected under the Archaeological Resources Protection Act, and vandalizing them is illegal. A BLM archaeologist says the damage takes away future generations' ability to view this part of our human history. Anyone with tips related to the vandalism can reach out to the BLM's field office in Cody. I'm Hannah Haberman.
And that's today's episode of The Connector. I'm James Dawson, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. If you like what you hear on The Connector, why not leave us a review on Apple Podcasts? It helps other people find us. Thanks for listening.
Each story you hear on Planet Money starts with a question. What happens if we refund tariffs? Why are groceries so expensive? At NPR, we stand for your right to be curious, because the forces shaping our world can be hard to see. Follow NPR's Planet Money wherever you get your podcasts and start seeing how the economy really works.